Now, I don't understand sometimes that I see, online, people want to say expats are leaving Africa and, well, where the fuck they going? they going they going back home to the USA. For me personally, if I were ever have to return to the USA, I feel like a fish out of water. I feel like my frequency would be off. My mindset would be backwards. I feel like somebody put me back in jail. Um, Only because the way in which I attacked my freedom to get to this point. When I say freedom, I feel like it's that peace of mind, that serenity in the environment, the understanding of future and life expectancy going forward, the ability to create more kids, a bigger family, and not be a fucking $1 million ahead. The beautiful thing about this move is I have two kids with a third on the way, and when you look at the reposition of the family life tree on our side, I don't know how many years back I haven't done, all the genealogist work and seeing where where the last family member was around on this side of the world. But looking in the future, my kids, down the line as the tree grows, hopefully we'll start to spread on the east side of the world and mainly East Africa. Was that the plan? Not necessarily. I think the biggest plan was I have a life to live. My fiance has a life to live, and we have a life to live with our kids. And so we're forward thinking with our family. And so for me, you can see our position was a family first position. Rwanda is a beautiful place for kids, for family. As an expat, diaspora, whatever you want to call it, I'm able to feel an experience like I've never felt before. So I'm just here to kind of debunk some of the shit that I see online talking about, our brothers and sisters try to take advantage, or they try to scam, or visas are expensive. And bro, look, the world's fucking expensive. The people in the world make the world. Okay, choose your community, do your research, find your peace. But what you can't do, what you shouldn't do, or shouldn't listen to, I should tell you, is people's overall experiences that are not yours. If you're feeling excited about something and you see a negative video about a country that you might be headed to or towards, do your research on that. Don't just take that one video and collectively think that everything there is going to be your experience. That was somebody else's experience. For myself, I've had, hey, look, I'll be frank, or whoever the fuck you want me to be. I've had a hacker steal some money from me while I've been in Rwanda. My Bitcoin has been hacked. Okay? There are hackers everywhere in the fucking world. I ain't put that on Rhonda and say, man, you know what, man, I'm over here getting my money fucking stolen. And it's like, man, you did you forget that you live in the world? Did you forget you live amongst humans? These ain't robots. This isn't a red carpet for you. You feel me? Like, you have to go through certain things to make you stronger, make you wiser, move different. Don't move the way you moved last time. Jump to a different state. Maybe it was that state that was bad. Maybe it was that country. You can't incentivize somebody's experience to be the same way that you had, come across the same bumps that you had. Now, you could have your guards up. You could look for such a certain situation. Say, you know what, man, this look a little fishy, man. If it's fishy, man, it probably is, bro. That's just kind of how it is, man. That's why we have that word intuition on us. That's why we have that common sense. If you're not like a world traveler or traveled a lot before, maybe moving to a different country ain't for you. Start with a different city, different capital, different state. Move differently in the USA. Some of these videos, like myself, when I wasn't here, got me really excited. You know, Depending on where you're at in life, demographically, age, kids, family, divorce, widow, like whatever it is, everybody's situation is different, which means your experience is going to be different. Okay, my experience is lovely. I have kids. My kids have friends. I've made friends through those kids' parents. Not everybody got kids, maybe, who's living out here that ages 3 and 4. So I'm going to experience this way different than you. I'm going to have different negative things that happen to me that are different than you. Okay. But needless to say, it has nothing to do with the whole centralized understanding of Africa and why Black Americans are leaving, why you should leave Africa. I want my kids to be somewhere where I want my legacy to continue. I want them to grow more. I feel like they can grow more, not just money, grow character, personality, traits, different hobbies, interests. Man, in USA, we so funneled to different things being a Black American growing up. Man, we have such a smaller view to life personally growing up. Living globally on an international level, bro, I feel like I'm in the world now. I didn't know how much of a box the U.S. made my family and myself after you do something for so long or can't get somewhere for so long. It's almost as if you're trapped in some type of fucking matrix. It's hard to get out. I think a lot of people need to understand you need to come here first. Whoever's in your whoever's moving here with you or you would think would move here with you needs to also come here. You don't need to just try something out for one month, 1 year. Again, this is my personal experience. I think going back on in my history, coming here year after year, I was able to balance myself. I was able to build a rapport, a foundation, understand the culture, understand the infrastructure, the streets, the grocery stores, where my kids will go to school, banking systems, just logistics of moving. You know, that's big. I think that's big with any country or any state or whatever you're interested in. You have to do the research behind it. Hopefully you would know somebody here. For myself and my family, we didn't know anybody here. So there's the next part. We didn't know not one person on our first day on Africa. Not one person. 5 years later, man, we have a good network of people that now we call family. And we built that. We stayed consistent at that. There was something that we couldn't change. Naturally, we just love things. And some things that might be negative to somebody, maybe I'm coming from a different life where, man, that your negative right there is my positive.